Goodman wasn't a particularly gifted detective. Some might even say that his name was an oxymoron because he was a bit of a jerk. Hello, YouTube. I am Unca Crunk, just your standard issue purple monster of a certain age who plays games on the internet. In the previous episode of Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney, we picked up a new sidekick in the person of Emma Skye, who has engaged us to defend her sister Lana in a murder case. One problem. Lana Skye has confessed to the murder and has so far refused to recant this confession. Also, she's the chief prosecutor and Edgeworth's boss. Oh, and Edgeworth is prosecuting her. When we left off, we had been kicked out of the crime scene, spoken to Miles about this whole unpleasantness, and we're on our way to the police department to see if we can find any leads there. February 22nd, police department entrance. Hey, it's the mascot thingy. We're finally here. Why would they put the police department so far away from the prosecutor's office? Beats me. That took almost 30 minutes by taxi. And traffic wasn't even that bad. The police department, huh? I've only been to criminal affairs next door. Hold on, what's that? Disturbing! Why does it undulate like that? Oh, wait, I know. This is the Blue Badger. They're trying to make him the police mascot. Wow, Mr. Wright, you sure know a lot about police. Still, he does seem familiar somehow. Forget the Blue Badger. Who's that next to him? Someone appears to be dancing with the Blue Badger. Uh-oh, he noticed me. He sure is running over here fast. Hey, pal, what are you doing here? That's my line, Detective Gumshoe. Specifically, why were you dancing over there? What? Well, at least he doesn't seem to be busy. This is our chance to get information. Hey, I have you know I'm a very busy man, pal. Does Phoenix just whisper all of his thoughts under his breath so people can actually hear his parentheticals? I'll give you one word of advice, pal. You'd better not agree to defend the suspect in this case. Why not? Huh? Well, it's just that the chief prosecutor has already confessed to the crime. She says she summoned a detective to the prosecutor's office, and she killed him. But what if she's not telling the truth? Yeah, well, no. Come on, pal. There's plenty of evidence against her. But what if the evidence was faked? Hey, pal. Can I speak to you for a second? Huh? Me? Why is this little girl so peeved at me? She is a relative of the suspect. She's Lana Skye's sister. Whoa! The chief prosecutor's little sister? Just please investigate this case carefully, okay? Scientifically. Yes, sir. Oh, by the way, you might want to keep your voices down, see? You don't want to be overheard using words like faked. Huh? It's just a sensitive issue with us these days. You know, because of Von Karma and all of that nasty business a couple of months ago. So, what are you doing here, Detective Gumshoe? Me? Oh, well, nothing really. They kicked me out of criminal affairs. Detective Gumshoe, what did you do this time? What do you mean, this time? Then, what happened? I know things are busy right now. I mean, with my sister's case and all. It's true. We've never had a chief prosecutor murder anyone before. Only the highest ranked people are being led into criminal affairs now. The lowest ranking guy in there is our chief of detectives. They're They're not letting any of us rank-and-file detectives in, like, at all. None of you? I know this is an important trial, but isn't that a little odd? So anyway, I thought I'd spend the day getting the badger dance down pat. Isn't there anything else you could be doing? Like not badgering your pants? The chief of police himself is directing this investigation, pal. And Officer Marshall was assigned to the underground parking lot. Officer Marshall? Now that I think about it, Emma did seem to know that Marshall guy. A patrolman in charge of a crime scene? It's unheard of, pal. Wait. Marshall is a patrolman? Shouldn't he be in uniform? That's weird. I guess let's look around. I was wondering about that. What? The Dancing Blue Badger is my masterpiece. What? You made this, Detective Gumshoe? The chief threw together some designs and I just did my thing, pal. Nice work. It's battery powered, so we can go anywhere. There's no switch, so it just dances until the batteries die. Poor Blue Badger. Fated to dance until he drops. A work of art designed by the Chief of Detectives and created by Detective Gumshoe. The detectives in there look pretty busy. Just imagine, right now, behind those doors, a police drama in action. Somehow the thought fails to excite me. Look, that patrolman is saluting the other guy. He must be a detective. And then I said, oh. And then I said, hey, you do that, your soup will get cold, buddy. That's hilarious, sir. I laughed so hard I cried. I guess he wasn't saluting, he was wiping tears from his eyes. They make a good pair. Mr. Wright, do you know why patrol cars are painted black and white? I actually do not. Please, educate me. No idea. Why? Well, I think they're designed after a panda. Oh. A panda? Not that I have scientific proof, it's just a theory. Do you mind me asking how you came up with that theory? It was when I was on a school trip. I saw a patrol car and it came to me. We had just been at the zoo, see? What about zebras? Or did they not have those at your zoo? Let's see. Oh, Goodman's ID card. Detective Gumshoe, what can you tell me about this? Huh? Hey, pal, this is a detective's ID card. You can't just keep that. You have to turn it into the police. You're the police. It's people like you that get me into so much trouble all the time. Meaning Detective Gumshoe must drop his card a lot. Let's see. Bruce Goodman. Goodman. Sounds familiar. Nah, my mistake. But didn't you work together with him in criminal... Whoa, now I remember. Bruce Goodman. He's the victim. That's what I thought. Can you tell us more, Detective Gumshoe? Oh, no. Found in Mr. Edgewood's car, stabbed with Mr. Edgewood's knife, huh? What would drive Chief Prosecutor Sky to do such a thing? wait, I didn't mean, I mean, sure. Of course, someone else really did it. Someone who must have, someone who must have a grudge against Mr. Edgeworth, which is basically the entire city. The car and the knife do seem a little too well organized to be a coincidence. Poor Mr. Edgeworth. What could have happened? We have to find out a little more about what's going on with Edgeworth. Wait. Okay, time for an Unca crackpot theory. What if Lana is confessing to the crime to protect Edgeworth? No, that does. Oh, yeah, like I said, crackpot. Anyway, carry it on. Hey, that's it. That's the King of Prosecutors Award that Mr. Edgeworth got yesterday. Were you at the award ceremony, Detective Gumshoe? Of course, pal. I got an award for diligence myself. Ah, congratulations. I was wondering, why is the award a shield? And why is it broken? Oh, there's a reason. I'll tell you what it is later. After I Google it. Apparently he's forgotten. But I was proud of Mr. Edgeworth for winning that award. Even with all the naysayers in the prosecutor's office. Naysayers? Must be because of the rumors. As a detective, I have to keep my mouth shut on that one. What? I know better than to go blabbing on about things I don't know about. No, I wouldn't want you to do that either. Good. But you know all about it. You built the damn thing. All right, fine. Anything else to talk about? Oh, two things. So, this ID card belonged to the victim? He was a detective like myself. Detective Bruce Goodman. He was a good man. Well, okay, no. His name is Goodman, but he's actually kind of an asshole. Don't you think it's strange? I mean, why would the victim's ID card be lying on the ground where we found it? Because he was actually murdered right there in front of the door. The faucet was used to clean up the blood which went down that drain. Then the body was put into Miles' car. No idea how they got the trunk open, but, you know. Oh, I'm sorry, more Unca crackpot theories for you there. Well, Detective Goodman should have been at the police department yesterday. But like I said, he's a jerk. There was an evidence transfer for a case he handled 2 years ago. 2 years ago. Evidence transferal. Mr. Edgeworth mentioned that too. But Detective Goodman was killed at the prosecutor's office. Well, that's the thing. It's hard to say this, but word is that Chief Prosecutor Sky called him out there to the parking lot. And Lana's confessing as much. He's in a tough spot again. Again? I mean, yeah. I do remember that. Well, it all started with the murder of that defense attorney Hammond. But Mr. Edgeworth was found innocent. Listen, pal. There have always been rumors about Mr. Edgeworth. Forging evidence, making deals with witnesses. But nothing outright. But, you know, there were always whispered rumors. Ever since he was accused of murder, no one's whispering. They're practically shouting. But there's no evidence against him. Well, Mr. Edgeworth has always had unusually strong ties to the department higher-ups. It's only natural that people would be suspicious. I had no idea he was under the gun. Anyway, this latest case has started a new rumor. People say the only reason he took the case is because he's aiming for the chief prosecutor position himself. What? But I know the truth, pal. Nobody wants to be the one who has to prosecute the chief prosecutor. Mr. Edgeworth is biting the bullet on this one. He's doing this for all of us. And that's all I know about that. I'm not officially on the case, you know. Thank you. Why aren't you handling the case, Detective Gumshoe? We met the guy who is, what was his name? The guy in the parking lot? That'd be Officer Marshall. He was appointed directly by the chief of police. Officer Marshall? Is he some kind of Wild West sheriff or something? Nah, Jake Marshall's just a regular officer from West LA. Okay, is the localization of this game trying to pretend that this is in America? Anyway. For a moment there, I wasn't sure. Look, pal, let me try to make things a little easier for you. Show them this and they'll let you examine the crime scene. Maybe. Received from Detective Gumshoe. Allows bearer to investigate this crime scene. Thank you, Detective Gumshoe. I'll be surprised if this gets us anywhere. Just act like you're supposed to be there, and nobody will look at you twice, pal. Actually, that's pretty good advice. All right. Let's go back to the parking lot. Looks like the investigation is still going. I have to be getting back to the shop. Sorry, looks like I'll be stuck in this pit till the sun sleeps. Oh, wait. I'll see you in my dreams tonight then, baby. Oh, still here? Hello? Why the surprised looks? Didn't I mention I've got a boyfriend in criminal affairs, too? What happened to the security guard? Hey, what's wrong, Bambina? You're looking, like a doggy that's lost his herd. Jake Marshall. Strange guy to put in charge of a crime scene. Okay, I can talk. There's something I wanted to ask you. The scene of the crime. A cold grave for men who've lost their dreams. And me? I watch over them as they sleep, dreaming of the desert's harsh judgment. He's asleep. Well, should we show this hopeless case something to catch his interest? Would you mind reading this for me? What's this? I warn you, fan letters to me go right in the spittoon. It's a letter of introduction from Detective Gumshoe. May we investigate? Gumshoe? Oh, that old cow dog. He holding a birthday party or something? Huh? Look, where it should say letter of introduction, it says invitation. I think he just miswrote it. Wait, why am I getting all defensive here? No worries. This proves it's from Detective Gumshoe. Better than a blood test. Yes, I better let you in then. Thank you, Officer Marshall. Oh, that's right. He's a patrolman, not a detective. Which reminds me. Hey, wait a sec. Isn't a crime scene supposed to be handled by a detective or higher? Well, folks, the clues are calling. Welcome to our gold strike. Be like the settler. Strike out for lands unknown. Manifest destiny. Let's have a hootenanny. Hell of a hootenanny. Note to self, police investigations are like settling land. Well, Mr. Wright, what do you say? I say I won't be needing this anymore. Detective Gumshoe's letter of introduction crumpled and discarded. All right. Now let's chat. Officer Marshall? Officer Marshall, could you tell us more about the victim? Good men always die young. Remember that, partner. Could you be a little more specific? Bruce Goodman. He was a detective, right? Well. You a feisty doggy there now. Detective Goodman was stabbed here at 5:15. The smiling Madonna told me the tale. I think he means the witness, Ms. Angel Starr. One stab to the chest. A fine piece of work. This here's the autopsy report. Goodman's autopsy report added to the court record. Oh crap, I didn't actually read that. Oh well. Was my sister involved with the victim in any way? Funny you should mention that, Bambino. Chief Prospector Sky and Detective Goodman had nothing in common at all. Nothing in common? They apparently worked together on a case a few years back. So, there's no motive. Goodman wasn't a particularly gifted detective. Some might even say that his name was an oxymoron because he was a bit of a jerk. That's one reason why he didn't do much work with the chief prosecutor. Oh, prospector. But my sister called the victim here on the day of the murder, right? Here to this parking lot? So it seems. Like calling an unarmed man to a shootout at high noon. I don't mean any offense, but I'm probably going to offend you anyway. Officer Marshall, you're a patrolman, right? Not a detective. You calling me out? They shoot you for that in Texas. We're not in Texas. Huh? I was one of them fast issue detectives till 2 years ago, to tell you the truth. Oh, really? Now he tells me. But you're a patrolman now, so how can you be in charge of a crime scene? Nothing gets by you, does it, Bambina? So why are you in charge? No reason. We're just short on hands right now. I'm keeping an eye out in the meantime. That's odd, though. Detective Gumshoe was saying he had nothing to do. Nothing important, at least. He's nothing but a sad old cow dog that can't find his tail. Maybe it's because he runs with that Edgeworth, eh? Edgeworth? That cow dog's been kicked out of this cattle run by order of the chief of police. Just, he don't realize it yet. Detective Gumshoe kicked out of the investigation. Okay, let's have a look around. This looks like a cell phone. Scientific analysis would suggest this belonged to the victim. I can't think of anyone else it could belong to. What's so scientific about that? Should we check it out? Check it out. Right, let's check it out. Oh, it's doing that itself. All right. Oh, I see. Man, what a boring strap. What's wrong with it? Everyone has different tastes, you know. Here, check out mine. It's the Pink Princess strap. These are hard to come by, you know. Okay. I see the series is as popular as ever with the kids. This phone's still on the redial screen. Redial?
Mr. Wright? Most phones keep a record of all the calls you've made and received. You just press the blue button to display the last number you called. Convenient, isn't it? I'm surprised you didn't know about it.
Sorry to disappoint you, but even I know about things like redial. Huh?
Oh, I'm sorry. It's just, you never know with people from your generation.
I'm 8 years older than you, child. Whatever, let's check this phone out. Now, to see who the owner of this phone called last.
Note to self, a defense attorney doesn't think first, he just pushes the button.
Beep.
Hey, that song, I know that.
Hey, what's going on over here?
Beep.
Sorry. I see you, partner. You pressed redial on that there phone, didn't you? Well, yeah.
Whose phone is this anyway? It was on the ground over there.
Whose is it? That belongs to Chief Prospector Sky.
What? It's my sister's.
She apparently dropped it when she was taken into custody, right after the crime. Look, the last call was made right when the murder occurred. Looks like she was fixing to call someone. Except she only spoke for a few seconds according to this. Who did she call? No idea. Sorry, partner. Now, I got a question for you, partner. I heard a phone ring just now. One of those newfangled ring tunes. Oh, that? Oh, I'm sorry, that was my phone. What? Your phone? Yeah, it's kind of strange, but someone called me right as we picked up the other phone. A wrong number. I hope you're not lying. They shoot you for that in Texas, partner. We are not in Texas! Uh-oh, I've incited the wrath of the Lone Star Patrolman. Ooh, so scared. Cell phone added to the court record. All right, last call was made at 5:18 on the day of the murder. Oh, that's the tape outline, I guess, of the body. Oh, a note. What's this? It looks like a note of some sort. 67S12/2.
Look, something's written on it.
Yeah. I just read it. Oh, Goodman. He's got his own stationery. You're right. Let's see. 67S12/2. December 2nd? There's a name printed on the paper above that. Goodman. Maybe it fell out of his pocket when he was killed.
Well, so what does it mean, Mr. Wright?
How am I supposed to know?
Note to self. For deductive reasoning, go to Edgeworth, not Wright.
I'm sure Edgeworth wouldn't know what this means either. Goodman's note added to the court record. This appears to be the car where the body was found. It looks like the lock on the truck is busted. Oh, okay, well, that explains how they got the trunk open. The crime took place in the underground parking lot at the prosecutor's office. The body was found in the trunk of my subordinate's car.
Quite a luxury car. It just screams, I have money to burn.
Yeah, prosecutors get the big bucks. Do they now?
This rope, is it?
Yep. They laid it in the outline of the victim's body.
So, wait. The victim must have died when the killer closed the trunk on him.
You have got to be the only person I know that would come to that conclusion. B block is through here. That's where the visitors park.
I can see the Lunchland car over there, far in the distance.
Hey, you're right. I like the cute design on the door. I can see a cartoon cow munching down on a juicy-looking steak.
Doesn't that strike you as a little creepy?
Just don't think too deeply about it and you'll be fine. Okay, that seems to be that. Oh, hello. Oh, okay, Lana Sky.
So, there's no connection between Detective Goodman and my sister.
That's correct, but there's a gold mine of evidence against her. And the prospect of tomorrow is none other than Edgeworth himself. I'm afraid your sister's fate is decided, Bambina. Many condolences.
Officer Marshall!
Yeah, Bambina?
How can you say that? You and my sister, you were...
What? Is there something between this cop and her sister that I don't know about? I apologize, Bambina. Something must have gotten to me. Maybe it's that dry wind that's blowing through the prospector's office. Dry wind or ill wind, someone is up to something here, but who? Suspicions about Mr. Edgeworth have been flying around for nearly 2 years now. Forged evidence and arranging testimonies, you mean? He was unbeatable. Because what? Because he did whatever it took to win. Unbeatable, that is, until he met you.
But rumors are just rumors, aren't they? These are prosecutors we're talking about. Evidence is everything to them.
If you follow the rumors about Edgeworth to their source, you find one person. But they're off limits. Untouchable, you might say. One person who, hate to say this, but it's your sister, Bambina. Chief Prospector Lana Sky.
What? My sister?
Edgeworth couldn't rustle all those cattle by himself. Some people load their guns with bullets. Some people load them with deals. What, you're saying Edgeworth was making deals to win trials? Where there's gunshots, there's bound to be bullets. That's what the old timers say. There's a big old secret hidden around here somewhere. Everyone knows it. Is that why Detective Gumshoe was taken off the case? Did they target him because he was closest to Edgeworth?
So, well, how are we doing, Mr. Wright?
I guess we've got some clues. We have an autopsy report, a note from the victim, and a cell phone.
So, you think it will be okay?
Well, the only thing that still bothers me is that Lana is confessing to the crime. She says she did it.
No problem. I can guarantee that she's not the criminal.
Oh, by the way, Emma,
Yes.
I know that song your phone plays when it rings.
What?
It's the Steel Samurai theme song, isn't it? That popular TV show for kids? The phone that rang earlier wasn't mine. It was yours. At 5:18, just after the murder took place, your sister called you, didn't she, Emma?
I'm sorry.
Can you tell me what you talked about?
She hung up right away.
I see. Alright. Cell phone updated. A detective is murdered, and the suspect is the top prosecutor in the district. I've got a bad feeling about this. Like, maybe I still don't know everything that went on here. To be continued. Well, this is a tough one. The suspect has confessed for some reason. I'm going to ignore the rumors of the brutal methods of interrogation Japanese police reportedly engage in and assume she has her own reasons. Protecting someone, for example. Edgeworth, to say a name completely at random. Gumshoe's off the case, apparently because he's too close to Edgeworth, and Edgeworth's name is poison in the prosecutor and police offices right now. We have little evidence, not much to clear Lana, and absolutely nothing to implicate anyone. I'm leaning towards either the witness Angel Star or the bubbling patrolman who, with the bandaged left hand, meekens. Anywho, the trial starts tomorrow, so I'm expecting absolutely all of my assumptions to change under the weight of the nonsense that I'm sure will ensue. In the meantime, up here is a playlist of my complete Dream Daddy a Dad Dating Simulator playthrough, and down here is a video that YouTube recommends. Like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!